You know that feeling, right? That deep gut reaction to just hide? Maybe after you've said something you regret or done something you know was wrong. It's a totally human feeling. Well, today we're going to trace that instinct all the way back to its very beginning and uncover the one thing that's said to be its ultimate cure. So, we kick things off with this incredibly powerful, almost movie-like image. We're not talking about just a few people hiding in a corner. No. This is a picture of all of humanity. We're talking kings, generals, the rich, the poor, everyone, scrambling for cover, trying to hide from the presence of the Lamb.
And this just begs the question, doesn't it? Where does this instinct even come from? Why is hiding our go-to reaction when we're confronted with something holy and pure? Well, to figure that out, we have to go back, way, way back to the very first time it ever happened.
And there it is, right here, the Garden of Eden. You have Adam and Eve who used to walk and talk with God, no problem. And now? Now they're hiding behind trees. This is ground zero. Before this moment, hiding wasn't a thing. After this, it became a fundamental part of the human experience.
But see, hiding wasn't just them playing hide and seek. It was the first symptom of a massive spiritual catastrophe. Their entire nature got rewired. That closeness with God? Gone, replaced by separation. Their confidence? Eaten up by fear and shame. Their desires got all twisted, and they were introduced to this new reality called death.
Now, to really get this next part, we have to understand a crucial distinction. It's the key to this whole explainer, really. Think of it like a disease versus its symptoms. There's sin, with a capital S, which is the root disease, that inner state of separation. And then you have sins, plural, which are the outward symptoms. You know, the lying, the hate, all the stuff that grows out of that root disease.
So let's focus on the disease itself for a second. The original Hebrew word here is hatat. And it doesn't just mean you messed up or made a mistake. It's talking about this deep-rooted condition, a power that has a hold on people. It's less about what you do and more about what our fallen nature is.
And this verse just nails that idea perfectly. When King David wrote this, he wasn't saying his parents did anything wrong. Not at all. He was realizing that this condition, this hatat, was basically baked into his DNA from the moment he came into existence. It was an inherited state of being. So what do you do about this problem? Well, the early religious systems, they came up with the law and a whole system of sacrifices. But look at what they were for. They were designed to manage the symptoms, the sins, those individual actions. If you did something wrong, you could offer a sacrifice to deal with it.
But here's the real kicker. While you could deal with the fruit, these systems couldn't touch the root. They offered a temporary fix for an outward act, but they had absolutely no power to change the inward condition that was causing those actions in the first place.
Okay, so if laws and rituals were just symptom management, kind of like putting a Band-Aid on a deep infection, what on earth could possibly be the real cure for the root disease itself? And this is where the story takes a radical, completely unexpected turn. The idea here is that Jesus didn't just take the heat for our individual sins. It's way deeper than that. The claim is that he literally became sin. He became the embodiment of that root condition, hata'at, so that he could get inside of it and destroy its power completely.
So this one event, the cross, is presented as the total package solution. It took care of the fruit, forgiving all the individual wrongs, but it also, and this is the big one, delivered a death blow to the root, to that core principle of separation and hiding that had defined humanity since the garden.
And this brings us right back to where we started, but everything is flipped upside down. That old condition that began with Adam hiding in fear and shame, it's now contrasted with a brand new reality. Hiding is replaced with access, fear and shame are replaced by boldness, and separation is replaced by presence.
So get this. The story that started with humanity running away from God's presence ends with an invitation to run to it, and not, timidly or shamefully, but with boldness. That fundamental instinct to hide has been completely overturned.
And that brings this whole journey from an ancient garden all the way to a cross, down to one very personal and pretty challenging question for all of us. If the root cause of our need to hide has been dealt with, what does it actually look like for us to stop hiding and start living with that kind of boldness today?